Welcome to Balancing the Scales, the Economic Justice Report. Zero Six Marzor. On today's show, we're going to be talking about these topics: worker co-ops, pre-tax preparation in the Nordic countries, and paperless voting machines in mostly red states. Before we get to those topics, got to read a comment. We're going to do a better commentary. Comment from Debbie in Stockton asking if Joe Biden wins the presidency or the election, will he change his mind about Medicare for all? My opinion, no. He has already showed in all the debates he had last year with Bernie. No, he's not in favor of that at all. Basically, Joe Biden, in my opinion, he's a light Republican. Okay, he's part of that 70% or 80% of the Democratic congressional men and women who basically have moved to the right ever since the days of Reagan, starting from the days of Reagan, 1980. Okay, they're no longer don't hold the values of FDR and Truman and Johnson, in my opinion. So no, he's not going to change much. He said he might go down to 60 for Medicare. 60, big deal, 5 years. So don't expect much from Joe if he wins. Okay, let's go on to a short player commentary. This is about why America can't solve its social problems. And look, you know, I was born in New York City. I'm already 62 years old, and I can't understand it. Why can't we solve our problems with regarding racial hatred and racism, systematic racism across the board, against blacks, against Latinos, against indigenous people, and so forth and so on? You know, that's number one. Number two, why don't we have universal health care by now? It's already 2020. What about universal child care? How come no one can afford to retire anymore? Yeah. And why are the college so expensive? Okay? These are issues that, you know what, a group of countries, the Nordic countries, they don't really have concerns with these issues anymore, right? Okay, different makeup, you can't really compare them. Okay, it's a different makeup of society, but still, they found a way to at least take care of the basics in our society, to provide health care, universal health care that everyone can afford, child care that everyone can afford, okay? Retirement. Okay, so you have your old age secure, right? And low cost college costs for their kids. You have hardly anything. What we have going on is a dismantling of the New Deal. And in my opinion, I think what's happening is that the Republicans, in concert with corporations, want to take us back to the conditions that existed in this country in 1905. We'll talk more about that in another show. Okay, let's move on now to our first economic justice story in the news.
The cooperative model is resilient. Almost 3 out of 4 cooperative startups are still going strong after their first 5 years of existence, compared to just 4% of conventional companies. But the importance of co-ops goes beyond their ability to provide secure and ethical jobs. And most radical, co-ops can be a tool in bringing about social change, skill development and empowerment. If we can organise our own workplaces differently, we can change other things too. For example, in Mississippi, a group called Cooperation Jackson is using cooperatives to start building an economy based on solidarity, focusing on the needs of the Black and Latino working class in their community. Ultimately, they want to replace the current socio-economic system of exploitation, exclusion, and the destruction of the environment with a democratic alternative. Many of us spend more than half of our waking lives at work. Why should the profit generated by our labour be distributed outside of our control to shareholders and senior managers? Why should they get to call all the shots? It's our lives we're working away. Maybe it's time we started taking them back.
Absolutely, you gotta take our lives back. Life is short, folks. Part of the purpose of this show is to try and find ways to reduce your stress and find ways to live so that you enjoy life with however many years you have left, okay? And be more like Nordic people, where they don't sweat over these issues that we do all the time. How are you going to pay for health care? How are you going to pay for child care? How are you going to pay for long-term care and college and so forth, okay? Anyway, let me get on to the topic of worker co-ops. Before I get ahead of myself, let me give you my sources. My sources today come from ayardandhalf.com, truthout.org, and fastcompany.com. So, let me give you the big picture here, an overview. There are 465 worker cooperatives in the United States. They employ about 7,000 workers, generate over $500 $550 million of revenue annually. Okay? Well, worker co-ops are still a business. Okay, so the workers have to manage them. They have to learn the skills of managing a business in addition to doing their normal job, right? Because that's what it takes to get the company to grow, the co-op to grow. Okay? Now, co-ops are different than C corporations. Because C corporations are based on a king and serf model, where the serf works his behind off for the king and just gets crumbs, has no decision-making power at all, right? Let's take an in-depth look now about worker co-ops. The definition of worker cooperative is this. A worker cooperative is a business owned by its workers and operated by them and for them. Okay? Basically, a co-op is owned by the people who run it. That's it. Okay? They're based on the values of democracy and equality. They're not designed to maximize profits. This is the key difference. They were designed to bring equality to the workplace and to save jobs. Okay? Now, the main difference, it's important to know, between a C corporation and a worker cooperative is that the workers in a cooperative reap the benefits of all their business decisions and hard work. I'll say it again. The main difference between worker cooperatives and C corporations is that the workers in a cooperative reap the benefits of all their business decisions and hard work, which translates into profits for them instead of profits going to the C corporation, the managers, CEO, and shareholders. Okay. Personal story. This is from a yard and a half. After a yard and a half, I'm going to quote now from the article. After a yard and a half company converted to worker cooperative in 2014, average wages increased from $17 an hour to $19 an hour. And revenue grew from $2 million to about $3.2 million during that time. Ralph Figueroa, who's a co-op organizer, said this about the Healthy Planet Cleaning Co-op. He said, and I quote, "Our goal is for the Healthy Planet Cleaning Co-op workers to have a safe workplace where they can earn a livable wage and have real job security. In the worker cooperative, everyone is on the same level, has a voice in the business, and has the same decision-making power." End of quote. Now that's real democracy in the workplace. And that's the kind of workplace everyone should try and work in, right? A C corporation is not like that, okay? Not a B corporation. Those are different, and I'll talk about those in other shows. Okay, we'll move on now to the pre-tax preparation in the Nordic countries.
Since this is a channel about budgeting and money, I think it's appropriate to talk about taxes. And the way that you do taxes in Sweden is so unbelievably so much easier than it is in America. I came home yesterday to this package. It's a little blue envelope, so you always know that it is your tax declaration. And inside of it is a little information booklet here. And then your taxes are already done for you. It's done. So it just comes to me. I'm going to block out my name and my address in this very fumbly kind of way. But basically you can see this document here, and it's just everything organized, exactly how much you've made for the year, all of your deductions that you might have, and all you have to do is go through and check it. And when you're done, you just take your phone and you send a text message and you say, "Yes, I confirm that everything looks great."
Folks, isn't that just mind-blowingly simple? Send it to you, check it out, send a text, you're done. That's it. They've done it for you. Before I get ahead of myself, let me give my sources for this segment, the show segment. This information comes to you from ProPublica.org and Vox.com. So let me give an overview of what's going on here, folks. More than 14 million Americans paid for tax prep software last year that they could have gotten for free. That's right. That we could have gotten for free. Okay? Comes out to about $1 billion worth of service that they had to pay for. Okay? Quote now from ProPublica. Listen to this. This is from ProPublica article dated 2/11/20, and I quote: more eligible tax filers finding free file could represent a threat to our company's profits. We want to acknowledge the risk that we could see some portion of that population move to free once they realize what is available to them. End of quote. That quote came from JP Morgan analyst Sterling Auty, who covers Intuit, which is a tax preparation software provider, right? Let's take an in-depth look now at what's going on here. The Swedish government does your taxes for you for free. You just tax form is mailed to you, ready filled out, just review it, sign off on it. No need to hire a tax pro, no need to pay for a tax pro, right? Simple and fast. But let's take the bigger picture. Let's look at the bigger picture here. It's a Nordic country, okay? So Republicans are really always talk about, oh, Nordic countries, you pay a fortune in taxes. These Republicans say if you pay 56% taxes in Sweden. Actually, the average Swede pays about 27% in taxes. And this is what you get for it. Healthcare, dental, and eyeglasses, eye care and vision services are free for children of 21 years old, and healthcare is free for everyone 85 years and older. Personal story now from Blocks.com. My colleague's daughter completed a 5-year dental program for free, and the Swedish government paid her $340 a month to live on. After 5 years, she graduated with a debt of about $37,000. In the U.S., dental students graduate with a debt of $215,000. So what's the takeaway? Why am I talking about this issue today in the show? The benefits of paying slightly higher taxes include low-cost healthcare and free college. There's many other tax benefits. I'm just mentioning those too. And like you just read, like I just told you, the Swedish government pays college students a monthly stipend. It's a monthly housing stipend. Okay, varies, but in this case, it was $350 a month, $340 a month. But let's look at the bigger picture of what taxes are really for. Okay, this is a quote from Oliver Wendell Holmes, which was U.S. Supreme Court Justice, turn of the last century. And I quote. He says, "Taxes are what we pay to live in a civilized society." End of quote. A definition of socialism, one definition, is that a system where everyone pays for the benefit of everyone. Okay? Sounds like a tax system to me. Okay. Let's move on now to our economic story in the news. There we go. Okay, so this segment is called Mostly Red States Have Paperless Voting Machines. Can you believe what you just saw, folks? In 2020 America, the most technologically sophisticated country on earth, we can't get our voting system straight. Before I get ahead of myself, let me give you my sources for this segment. It's information comes to you from DemocraticHerald.com and also from WhatReallyHappened.com. So let me give you an overview of what's going on here. 8 states continue to use paperless voting machines. Those states are Indiana, Kansas, Kentucky, Louisiana, New Jersey, Mississippi, Texas, and Tennessee. Now most of those are Republican red states. Ever since voting machines came into existence, included election voting fraud, which, as you just saw, still plagues us today. Okay? Experts estimate that about 12% of voters nationwide could be marking a ballot without any sort of physical backup to prove that they voted how they voted. This was never a problem with paper ballots. So let's get into depth of what's going on here. Votes on paper ballots cannot be manipulated. Everyone knows that, right? Votes on electronic voting machines can be changed easily, as you've just seen. When voting machines first came out, Republicans were thrilled. Why is that? Because now they can work with corporations and hackers to steal votes and therefore help tip election results in their favor. My opinion. Okay? But there's a lot to back that opinion up over the last 20 years. Let's look at the Stacey Abrams case. Stacey Abrams' election, she lost by 56,000 votes, approximately the same amount estimated that was calculated stolen through voter suppression and vote manipulation. Personal story. I worked in ELINT systems for defense contractor back in the early 80s. Worked there for 10 years. ELINT stands for Electronic Intelligence. I don't want to, even though it's been in the 80s, I don't want to talk about that, but still, everyone knows what electronic intelligence is. Okay. Anyway, I can tell you, one of the trades magazines I read regularly when I worked there came out with a cover once for one of its trade, one of its a month discussing electronic security, and the cover of that magazine, that trade magazine, showed basically what I knew all along after having worked there for a couple years already. It was a picture of Uncle Sam playing chess with the Russian bear. We still had the Soviet Union back then. And that's all electronics is. It's a chess game. How many moves ahead are we of the Russians or anyone else? And I'll tell you, just like wolves can't be trained to not eat sheep, the field of electronics, when it comes to voting machines, right? Electronic voting, it's inherently insecure. Listen to this. I'm going to quote now. In mid-August 2003, Walden Odell, the CEO of DeVos Corporation, wrote a letter to 100 wealthy Republicans at a party fundraiser. And he wrote, I quote him, "I am committed to helping Ohio deliver its electoral votes for the president next year," end of quote. Wrote Mr. Odell, the CEO of DeVos Systems, who at that time was building what? Electronic voting machines. Let's remember this quote from Joseph Stalin. Yes, that Joseph Stalin. And he said, "It's not who votes that counts. It's who counts the vote." Okay, so that's the show for today. Thanks for listening. Hope you learned something you didn't know before. And always remember, you deserve the government you vote for. Have a great day.